He's lying on the pavement in Southampton, bleeding, and he keeps saying the same thing. He's been stabbed, he can't breathe, he needs help. The officer standing over him says, "I don't think you have, mate." Henry Nowak is 18 years old. His hands are cuffed behind him. The man who stabbed him is standing a few feet away, with nothing on his wrists at all.
Trying to keep us set up.
Alright.
He's got a mouthful of blood. I don't want him.
He was on the bin on the other side of this gate.
He's jumped over these fences and stuff like that. And he's up
Move
here.
away, mate.
He's obviously fallen from there and he slipped from there.
There's other shooters left over there, mate.
What's your name, mate? Huh? Has anyone been hurt other than him?
Yeah, me. He's grabbed my brother. He's took my turban off. Started grabbing my head.
Are you injured?
Yeah, I've got swollen eye, little bruises.
Alright, just step back a little bit for me. Someone flag these down.
Got this stud.
Right, let's get you out of there, shall we?
I was in bed asleep. Whenever just find out there look, someone's attacked me. I can't breathe.
Grab his other arm. What's happened to you, alright?
Been stabbed.
You've been stabbed? Whereabouts? Don't think you have, mate. Hand?
No, I can't breathe.
Put the hand in the cuff, mate.
Yeah.
This is like
can't breathe.
times this has happened to us. We've been walking, we can't
Can we get around what I do?
90 foot.
nothing happens.
Saying he's been stabbed, so
Where
let's
is it
just
you
check
think you've
him.
been stabbed? In the face? Oh no, but we have to check, don't we?
No.
In the face?
Just get these to back off, get their details and that, and I'll keep hold of him.
Should we...
Right, keep you on your side, mate. You better retrieve then.
So, yeah.
Saying to him, keeping him on his side. We were sat up when we had him here, but he didn't like it. What's your name, mate? At the moment, you are under arrest, and that's for assault, so you do not have to say anything, may harm in defence. If you do not mention one question, it's up to which you later rely in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence, alright? It's going to be sick, I think. I just want you to call it.
Yeah, we've got this male, he's just been beat up. Are we able to get an ambulance, please? His pupils aren't even reacting.
He starts recording me, right? As he's recording me, I snatched his phone. He's then laid a punch onto me. He's pushed me back and my turban's come off. He started then grabbing my head, so I then grabbed him and then he started pushing me, attacking me even further and everything like that.
Go back a few hours. It's the 3rd of December, 2025. Henry is a first-year accountancy student at the University of Southampton. He grew up in Chafford Hundred in Essex. He plays football for 2 of the university's clubs. That night he's been out with teammates at a pub called The Hobbit, and he's walking back to his student accommodation. He'd been drinking, but he was under the limit. On Belmont Road, in Portswood, he crosses paths with a man named Vikram Digwa. Digwa is 23. Within minutes, Henry has been stabbed 5 times. When the officers arrive, what they're told is not what happened. Digwa tells them he's the victim. He says Henry racially abused him, threatened him, attacked him. He points at Henry as the one to blame. So the officers take Digwa at his word. They treat Henry as the suspect, and they put him in cuffs. The man saying he's the victim doesn't have a mark on him. The man in the cuffs is bleeding on the ground. Henry keeps telling them he's been stabbed. He keeps saying he can't breathe. The weapon was a kirpan, a Sikh ceremonial blade, around 21 centimeters long, close to 8 inches. 5 wounds. One of them to his chest killed him. The man they had in cuffs was the one dying. From there, the 2 men are treated nothing alike. Henry's in cuffs, Digwa isn't. Digwa himself later told the court he was never cuffed, not when he was arrested, not in the car to the station. At the station, they took him to the kitchen so he could pick his food. Henry's father, Mark Nowak, called the way his son was treated inhumane and degrading. The contrast, he said, was unbearable. What got Henry cuffed was a lie. At trial, prosecutors showed Digwa had deceived the officers, claiming he hadn't stabbed anyone while Henry was still begging for help. The judge put it plainly. He said Digwa gave a convincing but completely false account of what happened. He accepted that Henry had been cheeky, that he'd called Digwa a bad man, but he found Henry said nothing racist, that Digwa had no injuries, and that the self-defense claim was false. Then there's the question of time. The footage covers the minutes between the officers arriving and Henry losing consciousness, the same minutes he spent telling them he was hurt. The force's deputy chief constable has said that even if those minutes had gone differently, nothing could have saved Henry's life. That's the police position. The investigation hasn't ruled on whether it's the whole picture. The day after Henry died, the force reported itself to the police watchdog, the Independent Office for Police Conduct. That investigation is still open. The officers are being treated as witnesses. One of the 4 has since resigned. The other 3 are still serving. When Hampshire police apologized for how Henry was treated, the same statement said again that the officers had been deceived and wouldn't have known how badly he was hurt, an apology that still defended the decision. When the footage came out on the 2nd of June, the case stopped being only about Henry. It turned into a fight over the law. The Kirpan is one of the 5 articles of faith for Sikhs, and under a 2019 law, it can be carried in public for religious reasons. Reform UK said that exemption should go. Its leader, Nigel Farage, called it a 2-tier culture and said an accusation of a racial slur had been taken more seriously than a murder. The local police commissioner, Donna Jones, called the killing a national tragedy and said she'd push for a review. In Parliament, the Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, called the footage disturbing and tragic, and the killing a vile act. But she defended the right to carry the blade for faith. Carrying a knife for religious reasons is one thing, she said. Using it is another. Elon Musk called the officers disgusting and offered to fund a wrongful death lawsuit against them. Through all of it, Henry's family asked for one thing, that his death not be used to divide people. Henry Nowak was 18, a few months into his first year at university. On the 28th of May, 2026, a jury found Vikram Digwa guilty of murder. On the 1st of June, he got a life sentence with a minimum of 21 years. Digwa's mother, Kiran Kaur, was convicted of helping him for taking the weapon from the scene. She's due to be sentenced in July. That part of the system worked. The man who killed Henry was convicted, and he'll serve at least 21 years. What a conviction can't reach is how Henry spent the last minutes of his life. His family have been clear that they blame Digwa, and only Digwa, for the murder. But they've also said Henry shouldn't have died the way he did, on a street, in cuffs, while the man who stabbed him stood free. After his death, 2 of the clubs he played for held a charity match in his name, raising money for 2 Wish, a bereavement charity that had been helping his family. The people who knew him say he was someone you wanted to be around. What's left is the part no one's answered. The watchdog hasn't finished its investigation, and the government says it expects a report within about 3 months. For now, no officer has been found to have broken a rule, and none has been charged. 1 resigned, the others are back at work. The law that let the weapon be carried in public is still the law, and the Attorney General is deciding whether 21 years was too soft a minimum for Henry's killer. So the question the footage raised is still open. When a victim spends his final minutes being treated as the suspect, and the people who got it wrong are treated as witnesses to it, what does accountability actually mean? If you've got a view on that, leave it below. Should the officers involved face penalty for not recognizing that this kid was suffering from multiple stab wounds? And is 21 years enough for such a crime? Let me know in the comments below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.